Hello friend, in today's sessions we are going to discuss the standard cases of simply supported beam when subjected to point load and uniform distributed load. Let's see the first case when the simply supported beam is subjected to point load. When the beam is subjected to point load, at that time the beam deforms its original positions, and this deflected curve or bending moments, we say that it is the sagging bending moment. Now in this case its beam is supported at its end by the point support, that's why it is called as the simply supported beams. Basically first we will take the reactions Ra and Rb, which is supported at the point A and B respectively. To calculate the reactions at point A and B, first we have to consider that the static equilibrium conditions, that is summation Fy is equal to 0. It means upward forces is equal to downward forces. So upward forces are Ra plus Rb are the upward forces, and downward forces is only load acting, and that is W. Say equation number 1. In this case, to calculate the reactions and Ra and Rb, you may take the moments about the point A or you may take the moments about point B. In this case, I am taking the moments about point A. Taking moment about point A. So we will go from right to left. So in that case, Rb is going in upward side. So Rb into its distance up to the point A is L, minus W is acting in downward side, W into distance up to the point A is, that is L by 2, is equal to 0. So you may say here Rb into L is equal to W into L by 2. L will be cancelled. So you will get here Rb is equal to W by 2. If we put this value in equation number 1, again you will get Ra is equal to W by 2. So it means the value of Ra is equal to W by 2, Rb is equal to W by 2. Now we will calculate its shear force calculations. To calculate the shear force, we have to decide its sign conventions. Downward force is positive, upward force negative. So in this case, Rb shear force at point B, it is goes in upward side. So we say minus W by 2. We say at center that point is C. Now shear force between the point B and C, there is no load. So again you may say shear force at point C. Shear force at point C is equal to, you may, minus W by 2, and at point B, C, it is acting W. So again you may say positive W by 2 value. Shear force at point A, in that case in this side W by 2 is acting, so you may say, and there is no load between the point C and A again, so that is shear force at point A is also W by 2. Now we have to plot his moment. This shear force at point B, it is negative, so mark below side, so that is W by 2. Between the point B and C there is no load, so again it becomes W by 2. At point C it becomes positive, so it added, so it goes in upper side. Between the point C and A, again there is no load, so again there is a horizontal line, so here again W by 2. So this positive shear force diagram and this negative shear force diagram. Now next, bending moment calculations. So in this simply supported beam, remember always at the end points, at the end support, bending moment is always 0, and sign conventions, downward force is negative, upward force positive. So according to this, A and B point as the end support, so bending moment at point A and bending moment at point B will be 0. Now we are going from right to left. Next point, bending moment at point C is equal to, now we have to take the sections at point C. So at point C, At the right hand side only RB force is acting. So you may say bending moment at point C is equal to W by 2 force is acting, and its distance up to the point C, that is L by 2. It is acting in upward side, so sign convention is positive. So bending moment is equal to WL by 4. So in that case, bending moment at point B is 0, bending moment at point A 0, and at point C this is WL by 4, and it is a point load, so joined by straight inclined line. So this complete positive bending moment diagram. So when the point load is acting at the center, so maximum bending moment is equal to WL by 4. This is called maximum bending moment, which is we can directly calculate by the equations WL by 4 when the point load is acting at the center of the beam. Now let's see second case. When the simply supported beam is subjected to uniform distributed load acting over the span of length L. In this case, reactions at point A, that is RA, reactions at point B, that is RB. So again, to calculate the reactions RA and RB, we will see summation Fy is equal to 0. It means upward forces is equal to downward forces. So you have to write here RA plus RB, and downward force, that is the UDL. Whole UDL is acting in the downward side. So to calculate that UDL, W, and its rate is L. So you may write W into L. Say equation number 1. To calculate the reactions at RA and RB, again we have to take the moments about point A, or you may take the moments about point B also. So here I am taking the moments about point A. It means I am going from right to left. Right to left. In that case, just I am taking the moments at point A. It means RB into its distance up to the point A is L, minus UDL is W. It is L. So this becomes a UDL load, and UDL is acting at the center of the span. So L by 2 is equal to 0. So you may write here, rearrange that equations. RB into L is equal to W L square by 2. L will be cancelled. So you will get here RB is equal to WL by 2. If we put this value in equation number 1, again you will get RA is equal to WL by 2. So in this case, the RA is equal to WL by 2, RB is equal to WL by 2. Now we will consider shear force diagram. Shear force calculations. Again we have to decide the sign convention. Same kind sign conventions we are using here. Downward force positive, upward force negative. So shear force at point B, shear force at point B is equal to, it goes in upward side, so we have to give the sign convention minus WL by 2. Now we are going from right to left. There is a UDL. So we have to write here shear force between the point B and A is equal to minus WL by 2 plus UDL is coming in downward side, acting in downward side. So and total UDL rate is W into L. So again you will get here WL by 2. So shear force at point A is also WL by 2. Now we have to plot that shear force diagram. So in that case, at point B shear force is minus, that is minus WL by 2. So mark below the baseline. Shear force between the points B and A, that is again WL by 2, which is positive. So mark above the baseline this positive side, this negative side, and join these 2 points. It is a UDL. So join this point by inclined line. So in this case we will get positive shear force diagram, this negative shear force diagram in this side, and this diagram interchange the sign convention at point C. So here we may say that this point C is called as zero shear force point, zero shear force point, and the bending moment corresponding to this point shows that is a maximum bending moment which is lies at the center of the span. So this point we may say C. In that case we may say this is L by 2, this dimension also L by 2. Now bending moment calculations. For that bending moment calculations, again we have to decide its sign conventions: downward force negative, upward force positive. So in that case RB is acting upward side, RA is also acting upward side, and UDL is acting in the downward side. So in this case again you may say bending moment at point A and bending moment at point B is equal to 0, that is the end point. Now we have to calculate the bending moment at point C. So at point C I am taking the sections. So at the right hand side I am getting RB is acting in upward side, UDL is acting downward side. So I have to consider only these two forces because I am going from right to left. So bending moment at point C is equal to RB and its distance up to the point C, that is L by 2, minus UDL. UDL rate is W into L by 2, that is the load, and again this UDL is acting at the center because we are considering the span only BC. So this becomes L by 4, this becomes L by 4. So in that side you may say L by 4. So RB, what is the value of RB? W L by 2 into L by 2 minus W L square by 8. So here also you may say solve that equations: W L square by 4 minus W L square by 8 is equal to, you will get W L square by 8. W L square by 8. So it means when the UDL is acting at the over the span, so maximum bending moment is lies at the center, which is W L square by 8. So at point B bending moment is 0, at point A bending moment is 0, and at point C which is W L square by 8, which is maximum bending moment at the center. So in that case UDL is there, so we have to join these points by the smooth parabolic curve. So this positive bending moment diagram. Positive bending moment diagram. I hope you understood all these two concepts when the beam is subjected to point load as well as uniform distributed load.